On this channel, we provide useful programming information with practical code examples. This time, we will discuss combinators and nesting. We will explain how to use combinators in nesting with SAS and provide sample code to help you understand step by step. Enabling subtitles will make the code descriptions easier to understand. In SAS, you can write CSS selectors concisely based on parent-child relationships, but special attention is needed to correctly handle combinators such as descendant and adjacent selectors. In SAS, by nesting child selectors within parent selectors, you can clearly and concisely represent parent-child relationships in CSS. When you compile the SAS file into CSS, it will look like this. SASS's and is used to reference the current parent selector. By using and, you can build flexible selectors. When you compile the SAS file into CSS, it will look like this. In SAS, when a combinator is placed at the beginning of a selector, the parent selector is implicitly inserted, so you can omit the and. For example, when you write plus item, SAS internally interprets it as and plus item, and automatically generates the combination with the parent selector. When you compile the SAS file into CSS, it will look like this. CSS combinators define the relationship between selectors. The following are the main types of combinators. Descendant selector, space. A descendant selector targets all descendant elements contained within a parent element. Child selector, greater than. A child selector targets only the immediate child elements. Adjacent selector, plus. An adjacent selector targets the immediately following adjacent sibling element. General sibling selector, tilde. The general sibling selector targets all following sibling elements. In SAS nesting, the space descendant selector is applied by default. When you compile the SAS file into CSS, it will look like this. If you want to use a child selector, explicitly write greater than in your SAS code. When you compile the SAS file into CSS, it will look like this. To style the immediately following sibling element, use plus. When you compile the SAS file into CSS, it will look like this. To style the immediately following sibling element, use plus. When you compile the SAS file into CSS, it will look like this. When you compile the SAS file into CSS, it will look like this. To style the immediately following sibling element, use plus. When you compile the SAS file into CSS, it will look like this. To style all following siblings at the same level, use tilde. When you compile the SAS file into CSS, it will look like this. Pseudo-classes and pseudo-elements can also be easily written in Sass. When you compile the Sass file into CSS, it will look like this. Below is an example of a complex style combining multiple combinators. When you compile the Sass file into CSS, it will look like this. If you correctly understand nesting and combinators in Sass, you can write more concise and readable CSS. The source code for this video can be downloaded from the official website. If you like, please visit the URL in the description to aid your learning. Thank you for watching until the end. Please subscribe to the channel and look forward to the next video.